She's a super mama. She's a super mama. Uh-oh. My nose is a little plugged. My audio might be a little off this morning. Because my... Ow! Hello, Gorilla. Hello, Aaron. Having a hard little go of it all of a sudden the last few minutes. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Ruth Ann. Hello, Bloom. Hello, Derek. Can I bemoan some of the challenges I've faced in the last couple minutes? Running late, feeling all the pressures of the clock ticking, couldn't find my carafe, bumping my elbow. Hello, Ruth Ann. Bumping my elbow on my chair. That was especially painful. But nothing was worse. Nothing was worse than when I went to the washroom a moment ago. And although I was just going number one and didn't even need the TP, I looked down and the roll was on the roll the wrong way. And I know in life it's best. Good morning, Julie Flanagan. It's best if we don't have pet peeves or things that annoy us. Speaking of annoy us, wobbly chairs, but it's not the chair's fault. It's my messed up patio. It's not really a messed up patio. It's just a patio built with slabs that aren't perfectly aligned. But anyway, when I looked down and saw the toilet paper with the toilet paper going backwards, I went, ah! Who did that? And I didn't have a chance to question my household and find out exactly who was responsible for putting the toilet paper that way. Good morning, Sandra Lynn and Josh. I appreciate you guys for joining. But never fear, never fear. Although as I'm coming out to the patio to do my show, knowing the clock is ticking, still concerned about who in the heck put the toilet paper on backwards in the house. And as I'm setting up, I'm singing my songs. I had 2 songs going through my head today. One I made up, she's a super mama. If you got a young mother in your life that's taking care of kids, they like to be called super mama. And I screw up a lot in life. I do the wrong thing. I say the wrong thing. I do the wrong thing a lot. But I'll tell you what, if you coat on enough complimentary stuff, it can make up for a lot of mess ups you have in life. And you call the young mother in your life super mama enough, you can leave the toilet seat up from time to time, or forget to scrub your plate after eating, or put it in the dishwasher, or what have you. And so I would advise anyone out there wondering if you should say something nice or not say something nice to anybody in your life, opt for saying something nice. It'll get you further. So sometimes I'll just walk through the... okay, Greg, for the record, I do understand the toilet seat thing. I never leave the toilet seat up. That's another bother to me. I think a toilet is kind of the nastiest zone in the home. And the one thing that makes it even nastier is when both the top flap and the bottom flap are up, and you have this basin of filth calling out to the house and spreading its germs. So I prefer, let me tell you, good morning, Jimmy. Hello, Heidi. I way prefer the toilet seat down. If anyone, I don't leave it up, but I just had to think of, I couldn't really think of anything I would ever do that might ignore or annoy anybody. So I made up the toilet seat. But good morning to you. We got a great audience today. Thank you all for joining. A great audience. It's Wednesday morning. Oh, I forgot my intro. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Wednesday morning. It's about 8:06 Central Standard Time. which is where I live. So it's the clock I work on. I know we have audience people tuning in from the Philippines and Thailand and Laos and Nepal and sometimes Africa and various parts of the world. And I appreciate them. I do appreciate them. But I'm only going to quote times where I live. It'd be too confusing if I had a Eastern Standard and say, your kitty post, do you have a dog? I don't know what you mean, my kitty post. I don't know what you mean. Tudor Atwood said they saw my kitty post. Do I have a dog? Yes, I do have a dog. A beautiful English Springer Spaniel named Holly. Good morning, Sandy Shepherd. Good morning, Ryan. But anyway... It's funny because I can throw out these random, to some might be very annoying voices. And I was asking my wife this morning, I posted a video, a couple of videos this morning. One was about cross country and how my daughter's cross country season is coming to an end. Another one was kind of obnoxious with me drinking a Bud non-alcoholic beer. And I thought it was kind of funny. And I turned to my wife and go, hey, will other people find this funny? And she goes, well, the people that'll be annoyed by it are going to be annoyed by it. And the people that find it funny will find it funny. So what is so fun, cheers to you, Jackson. What is so fun about my show is I can just let my hair down and be exactly who I want to be. Good morning, music-loving mom. And be myself and have a lot of fun and just do whatever the heck I want and not really concern myself at all with the audience, because I love you guys. But I think for anybody, it goes true, whether you're a painter or a singer or a guitar player or a whatever, creator of any kind. I think you got to do it for you, and you do it for you first, and you live your truest version of you. And the people that should find it will find it, and the people that do like it will like it. And the people that'll hate it will hate it, and they shouldn't be watching anyway, so you can't really worry about that. Good morning, Tara. Curly fries. I don't care what the addiction specialists say. I don't care what the addiction specialists say. I want to drink a Bud non-alcoholic beer. I'm gonna. It tastes good. I wonder at the addiction specialists, what makes an addiction specialist an addiction specialist? Curly Fries is telling me that I absolutely should not be drinking a non-alcoholic beer. I disagree. Might go to Costco today. Good morning, Forever Fit. Are you a local? Are you local, Forever Fit? Costco's a fun adventure. I enjoy going there on Saturday mornings because there's nice little old people. And I call them little old people in the most adoring way, because I actually applied to Costco once and I wanted to be a little old person. And I wanted to be one of those people giving out little chunks of sausage or little bits of pudding or little sips of drinks. And I think I would have done a great job at it. But at the time, I told them I couldn't work on Sundays. And I think that ruined my chance at a high-paying career at Costco. But anyway, this is a show I've been doing a long time. It is a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing the ups and downs we have in life. It's a show about me sharing some feelings, sharing some things I'm going through, and sharing the stuff that we all go through in life. And good morning, Chris Dawson. How many cups of coffee do I drink a day? I'll say 10. I will say 10. How's that sound? Seems like a good guess. Bad headache this morning. Just wanted to say good morning. Well, good morning, Sandy. If you were here and we had a different sort of relationship and you thought it was pleasurable, I would rub your temples and say, oh, it'll be okay. Or whatever you needed to soothe the headache inside. headaches are one of the things, I don't know. I barely ever had a headache in my life. And I think for some reason, some of the strongest people I know are women, without a doubt. And I think it takes a ton of strength to be a mom, to give birth, to do everything that mothers do and that women have to do in their daily lives, handling the chaos that, I don't know, can come their way. Yet, for some reason, God has chosen to inflict the pains of headache unfairly heavily on women. And I think we're all kind of made to balance out. We all have our skills. We all have our demons. We all have our struggles we go through. And good morning, Cynthia Lewis. And I don't know. Like my sister, for instance, strong as heck woman. But she gets sidelined with migraines from time to time. And I know she's not just being a wimp, and I know she's not just being lazy, but she can't even get out of bed. And I don't know why that is, but I feel it's more, for some reason, oh, I'm sorry, Julie. I am sorry. Some of my viewers want to hear what the rest of the story is about. What the rest of the show is about, because a lot of times it's just about me talking, but you know it's not just a show about me talking. You know it is also a show, okay, as long as it'll get better, about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I'm so excited to take my first sip. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, it's kind of nice switching flavors. It's kind of, oh, Julie Flanagan. Okay, well, I appreciate you saying that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm mid-conversation. Julie Flanagan was giving me some kudos, which I appreciate, kudos, as I was sipping my first sip of this hot pot of coffee. And let's do it again. Oh, it's nice switching it up. I woke up, I got a great night's sleep, and I went down and had a we had a pot of, or I made a pot of coffee of the pumpkin spice. And pumpkin spice is kind of the coffee I'm enjoying right now. My stepson asked me what my favorite coffee was, and right now it's without a doubt drinking the pumpkin spice. And started my day off with that. But I followed it up, and what I'm drinking right now is the Sumatra. And about 2 weeks ago, I met with RJ. A lot of you guys know RJ by name. And he was kind enough to buy me a couple bags of coffee, and one of them was the Sumatra, and it was the extra large bag. But we went through it today, and we finished it off today, and I'm concerned that as one of my favorite coffees, we're without, and it has me worried what I will do tomorrow. What I will do tomorrow. Thank you, Mods. I was wondering why that took so long. But I appreciate that they're there and they're watching. But where was I? Oh, yeah, the women thing. Yeah, about women being strong. Well, they gotta be. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, men are strong too in different ways. And we're all, again, I kind of think the world's kind of balanced out, and men have their, I mean, and again, I hate to generalize, but I will from time to time. Just what mothers have to deal with, and the calmness and the chaos and the kind of holding the family unit together in a maternal sort of way. It's hard not tipping your hat for. I see it at my house. I've seen it at my sister's house. I've seen it at houses, every house I visit. Good morning, Robert Montgomery. And yeah, I mean, it's obviously very fortunate we have women in our lives. Without women in our lives, life would be very problematic. I think women have emotional strength especially. You're probably right, Shannon. And yeah, they have to. They have to have composure. And again, I know this, I'm generalizing here, but I'll speak for myself as a man. My emotions can skyrocket, and I can get angry, and I can yell, and I can storm off, and I can lose my composure. But it's fortunate to have a good woman in my life that's able to be strong for both of us when she needs to be, and hold us together when we need held together as a family. Because I don't know, I lose my hat or whatever the expense. I lose my temper from time to time. Happy couples are a gift. Well, they are. They are a gift. And hi, Dennis. You asked a question and I ignored you on one of my comments. You guys can ask questions all the time, but I'm not necessarily going to answer every question that's ever thrown my way. I'm not saying it's not like I didn't see it. I'm just ignoring it. And that's what I get to do. That's what I get to do. Because I get thrown a lot of questions, and some of them are mean, and some of them are ill conceived, a lot of them. And I don't know. I can't answer every question that comes my way. And Dennis, we're just going to have to leave you guessing. Hey, Everlasting Bloom just sent me a donut. I appreciate the donut. I appreciate the roses. I appreciate you guys joining. Dennis, I talked about it a couple of weeks ago, and I don't even feel like going into it now. Just I am blessed with 4 beautiful kids, and 2 of them are young and the sweetest little things. I'm going to get teary-eyed thinking of it. And I am committed to giving our 2 little baby angels the best chance at a best life they can possibly get. I have a little daughter named Eve who's coming up on her 1st birthday, and a little son, Augie, who's 2.5. And I love the stuffing out of them. And their mama loves the stuffing out of them, and we are both committed to giving them the best lives possible. And I'll just leave it at that. So let's have a little more coffee. Tilly, I don't know but what you typed in correctly, but don't worry about it. Hello, you typed out for you on here. People can be mean. It's ridiculous, Tilly. It's ridiculous. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm proud of me too. I'm proud of me too. Again, I'm proud of me too. I'm proud of us and the family and what we're doing and how we're feeling and waking up, and still butting heads from time to time, but I don't know. Usually letting cooler heads prevail, and I don't know, feeling good and loving on each other and loving on our babies. So I'm really proud. Reggie Forth's trying to hurt me. I am really proud of what I'm doing. I'm really proud of what I'm doing, and the direction I'm going, and the contribution I'm making, and the days I'm having, and the moving forward, and the feeling good, and exactly what I'm doing. I wish you wouldn't have taken Reggie Forth totally out of the equation. I wish they could have heard me saying that. Yeah. Well, thank you, Bella Boo Love. I wonder what Bella Boo is. Bella her first name? But I love her name, Bella Boo Love. Do I follow Bella Boo Love? I'm gonna follow you back, Bella Boo Love, because I love your name so much. Oh, it's a private account. I tried to follow Bella Boo Love back. But it's a private. Oh, your name's Julie? Can I just call you Bella Boo Love? Because that's funny. Plus, when I say Julie, I think of Julie Flanagan, who's off and on here. But I'm having a ton of fun. I'm feeling good. I'm highly caffeinated. I'm excited about my day. It is Wednesday morning here in Naperville, Illinois. I've been blessed with endless blue skies. And today we seem to be slightly overcast. As I went to bed last night, I noticed that my sunroof, Cynthia, how lovely to hear a man express his love for his family. It's funny you say that, Cynthia. I was born with an excess, and I don't mean to say I don't mean to say that I'm awesome or that I'm loving or that I'm kind or that I'm sweet, because I was born with an excess of emotions, and I have, I'd say, a monstrously big heart and a ton of love to give. But with that, there's an ugly side of me that I can get angry and blow my top and storm off and say a mean thing or two. So I'm not trying to say I'm perfect or an angel in any sort of way. But without a doubt, I do have a lot of love to give. So for me to express love for my family comes natural. It's kind of funny. As my wife and I were sitting there having our coffee this morning, my dog Holly was putting her head on my lap and pawing me, and I'd pat her and rub her ear, and she goes, and then after a minute or so, I wanted it to stop, and I'd stop, and she'd paw me and stare at me and put her head right on my lap and start climbing up. And my wife said, well, that's because you keep giving her more attention. And I go, well, I can't help it. She's a good girl. She deserves the attention. She gets jealous because I'm giving the love to you or to the babies or to the kids. And she goes, well, we all kind of get jealous. We all want a little extra love. So, yeah. Yeah, Everlasting Bloom, I appreciate that. I am happy with the amount of coffee I drink. I've cut back, and I go, there is only one Ken. There's only one Ken. And I like to think I'm enough. My key grip, which is, I'll tell you, my wife's name is my key grip. I'm revealing a little bit here, and she's my one employee because I'm able to pay her very lightly because we're building revenue, and we're having fun, and we're growing this page, and we're growing it social media, and every day my audience is growing on every social media platform. And I think I have an ability to tell a story and to share my personal experiences that hopefully entertain, inspire, motivate, means something to the world. And I've done other careers and I've worked hard in my life, but nothing I've ever done, and I realized this 4.5 years ago when the show was just starting out, nothing I have ever done has felt as important to me as me talking to my phone and going live and sharing these videos and sharing little shorts and seeing the difference I make, because I share things that others wouldn't share. I talk about divorce. I talk about mental health. I talk about my own overconsumption of alcohol and pot. I talk about working out. I talk about struggles. I talk about challenges. But most importantly, I talk about overcoming those struggles and those challenges. And I think God blessed me with an ability to talk. And I'm going to use the blessings I have in life to make the most difference I can in this world. I'm 55 years old. I got about 30 years left-ish. And I want to make a difference. And I think I do make a difference by doing this show every day. I go live every morning at 8. On the days I work out, I do a thoughts from the gym, and it's just me post-workout kind of sharing some good feelings and good vibes that come from a human being right after a workout. And at 4:30, I kind of wrap up my day with what I call reflections from the day. And thank you, Colby. Reflections. RJ! Reflections from the day. And I don't know. It feels good for me. It's Central Standard Time, Ruth Ann. All of my times are Central Standard. Hey! I got some cute pictures of people buying me hats and a mustache where I'm holding my baby Eve or my baby Augie, and they got little mustaches and hats as well. But all my times, I quote, are Central Standard. RJ, well, I don't know. RJ bought me the coffee. He wants me to take a chug. I'm going to throw out that tepid cup of coffee and pour some hot coffee in here. RJ, it is the last of the Sumatra you bought for me. My day started off with a nice hot pitcher of pumpkin spice, and followed it up with a nice hot pot of Sumatra. But as I was pouring it out, I'm going, hey, well, we've already got a pretty full pot, but I only have a few grains left. We might as well just make it a real strong pot of coffee, a strong pot of the strongest coffee they have. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, my key grip. Yes, my wife. She helps me out, and she believes in the dream and believes in the value of this and enjoys watching this show and has been so helpful to me in so many ways. And I like to joke about her being employed by me. Again, we're just kind of getting started and building our business. Hey, Shannon, thank you for joining. But chasing our dreams and wanting to do this and feeling it matters. And since I've taken her on, I see my commitment to this, to Coffee with Ken, to making a difference, to inspiring, to humoring, to making people laugh, to making people feel good. I see our audience growing quicker, and it makes me excited because I see it growing quicker, and the faster it grows, I don't know, more I know I'm doing something right, and it just feels real good for me, and to have a partner committed to it as well. So here's to my partner. Here's to my partner. Julie Flanagan, are you still out there? Are you still out there? I've talked about it before. I'm going to talk about it again. Somebody wants advice. Hey, Julie Flanagan is there. Ask and she shall send me a rose. Julie Flanagan, I went to a regular Target yesterday. Hey, look at that heart. I went to a regular Target yesterday, and they had the pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts. I bought 2 boxes, 2 12-packs of Pop-Tarts for $6. Is that right? 2 boxes, the 12-pack boxes for $6. They were on sale. And as soon as I got home, I gave my wife and baby a pack, and I hoarded a pack for me, and I went, rah, 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 rah. And my wife and baby didn't finish off their pack. And this morning, do you guys remember the Love Is cartoons? Or they do like Happiness. It was a little girl and a little boy often, or I don't know. It was something. Most of you guys that are young probably have never read the comics in a newspaper. You probably don't even know what a newspaper is. But I'll tell you, a newspaper is something made of paper that on it is printed the news. It doesn't come on your phone. I mean, it actually does come on your phone. But what I'm talking about is actually the paper. And if you were me, you'd read the Metro section, then you'd read the sports section, then you'd read the front page, and then I would get to the Tempo. And in the Tempo were the crosswords and kind of some maybe book reviews, but also the comic strips. And in this thing that is called the comic strip, thank you, Sandra. Appreciate you. Putting Silly Putty with the comics, and you could peel it off, and you'd get an imprint of the comic you were reading. But there was something, I think, the comic strip, and it was just one square. It was like Love Is. And I don't know if that was the title or there was a different title, but it was always put like Happiness Is taking a walk with somebody you love, or Love Is this, or Love Is that. And my wife split. It comes back to the Pop-Tart. I'm supposed to end at 8:30, but I'm having so much fun. I can't get off after half an hour. So anyway, my wife split a pumpkin pie Pop-Tart today, and I looked at it, and one side was a little bit bigger. Oh, and I can evaluate very quickly. My mind works like a supercomputer, and I was calculating mass and width and area and density, and all the computations came up to, oh, I hope she gives me the one in her left hand. It looks a little bigger. And she goes, here, I'll give you the bigger slice, or the bigger half, or the bigger part, or the bigger piece. And it reminded me of those Love Is commercials, because love is given the bigger piece of the Pop-Tart, or the bigger piece of the brownie, or the bigger piece of the cake, or the bigger piece of the pie. And I really mean that. So, cheers to love. Forever Fit says, I'm a dinosaur. We are dinosaurs. We are. Thank you, Curly Fries. I still love you, Curly Fries. Even though you don't want me to drink my non-alcoholic beer, I still appreciate you. Hello, Robert Fullman and Timothy Kaiser and Jim King Monahan. We have such a nice audience, and it's been such a nice show. I've been advised to cut this off at 30 minutes. And there's an expression, leave them wanting more. And I could talk, for another hour. I got a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy. But then you guys might start getting bored and might tune in out. And I might start running low on enthusiasm and low on energy and low on zest and low on spirit and be kind of exhausted and spent. And I don't want to go through the rest of my day exhausted and spent. And I got a lot I want to accomplish today. And a lot I'm going to accomplish today. And I'm going to do my show at 4:30. And I'm going to enjoy the crud out of this day and be as productive as I can for the rest of this day. And I'm going to post a lot of videos, and I'm going to make a difference. And I'm going to spread a little joy and spread some smiles and spread some cheer. But I'm going to do it by wrapping it up right about now and saying, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you joining today, and I appreciate you for following my page, sharing some coffee, sharing a little bit of your Wednesday with me, sharing a little bit of your morning with me. I appreciate you, Forever Fit. I appreciate you all, and I want to thank you guys so much for joining. Curly Fries, I love you. Bella Boo Love, I love you, even though Bella Boo Love's real name, we learned, is Julie. I don't know if this page is big enough for 2 Julies. We'll have to determine that at a later date. I want to thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope your week's going great. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.